I want to show you how I store my rice. I buy the big bags of rice, and then we always cook 1 cup of rice at a time. And so what I like to do is separate them out into these mason jars into the 1 cup portion, so that way whatever is not being used stays fresh for a long time. So I already have 1 cup in here, so we're going to just put another cup into the second one. And I'm going to spill it everywhere along the way. And then we have these special lids that work with this vacuum sealer. And so these have like a little air release valve that pops up whenever you put the vacuum on top of it, sucks out all the air out of the jar, and then once it's done and there's no air left, this reseals, so no air will get in there after that. So I have 1 cup in each of these, and when you have a big bag, like you would end up with a whole bunch of jars. And you could definitely store them fuller. You can do, 3 cups. You could just fill the whole jar, whatever you want. But we don't use as much rice, and so I don't like it to go bad, and I don't want to risk getting bugs in it. So we have the 1 cup kind of works perfect for us. So the way that this works, you're just going to make sure that this wax ring is lined up right along the edge. If it's off by too much, you won't get a good seal. And you'll know if you have a good seal or not at the end of it going through, because if you can pull it off with your hands, it's not sealed. You need to be able to like yank on it and it not come off. So what you do is you're going to put this circle here around the outside of that air release valve, and that's how you're going to get the good seal. So you're going to do that on the jar. I find it easier to do it on the counter, and I kind of hold it down a little bit, then turn it on. It's going to go for as long as it needs to go in order to suck out all the air. So there's no timer. It's not like it's just going to go for 30 seconds or a minute. It's going to go until it's no longer pulling any air out. So at any point, I should be able to basically lift up the jar, and that's how I know that it's working and sealing properly. So that took less than 20 seconds for this rice. So it stopped going on its own. So I'm going to hold the lid down and pull that off. So now I can't just take this lid off. Like if I could just pop it off, it's not a good seal. You want to have to use a jar opener whenever you get a good seal. So if in 3 months I'm ready to use this rice, then I'm going to come with this jar opener. I'm going to find a little lip on the edge, pull up. It's easier down. Okay, so you want to hear that whenever you take the lid off. Now, if it gets damaged like this, whenever you're taking the lid off, it's not going to work again. So that one becomes trash. You want to get a nice removal where it does not damage the lid. Otherwise, they're typically reusable. So I did damage that one though. So we're going to just go one more time really quick. Get those lined up. Press the start button. And I should pretty quickly be able to pull this up and not get it to move. Otherwise, if it was to come up, it's not getting a good seal. All right, so 18 seconds on that one. Got a good seal. So now I can stick these into the pantry, and as soon as we want to make some rice, need 1 cup portions, these are ready to be pulled out and used.